Good morning. Oh, that was a fairly warm welcome. Can you make it a little warmer? Good morning. Hi. And to all of you online watching us, we're so glad you've joined us. My name is Carolyn Gauthier. I'm the music director here, therefore on the staff. So while our wonderful Reverend Deanne Morrissey is on her sabbatical, several of us on the staff are going to be coming up and kind of holding the space. So I'm hoping that all of you are doing that wherever you are. Let's just bring our energy into this moment. We're blessed to be here, and it's Mother's Day, and that has a lot of different meanings for a lot of different people. So what I invite you to do today is just to let go of any preconceived notions or ideas of what this might be like. We're going to have a wonderful guest speaker and a ritual that we're doing. And it's just an opportunity for all of us to contact our inner guidances about what it means to be having this human experience, this human body with us, with our spirit. We're spiritual beings. So I just again welcome you here and hope that you will be able to move into this service with grace. We're going to start, as we usually do, with a song. And Jeannie's going to come up and lead us. We'll both sing. So please feel free to join in. In this very room, there's quite enough love for one like me. And in this very room, there's quite enough joy for one like me. And there's quite enough hope and quite enough power to chase away any gloom. For spirit, sweet spirit, spirit is in this very room. And in this very room, there's quite enough love for all of us. And in this very room, there's quite enough joy for all of us. And there's quite enough hope and quite enough power to chase away any gloom. For spirit, sweet spirit, spirit is in this very room. In this very room, there's quite enough love for all the world. And in this very room, there's quite enough joy for all the world. And there's quite enough hope and quite enough power to chase away any gloom. For spirit, sweet spirit, spirit is in this very room. And as we let this beautiful music take us a little bit deeper, I'm inviting Jen Kelly, who is one of our prayer chaplains, and she's going to do the opening prayer for us. So this is an invitation to go deeper. Thank you, Jen. Oh, and we're going to have Gloria bring the prayer box forward.
Thank you, Gloria. In this very room, feeling the presence of Spirit here with us. I'm going to invite the prayer chaplains to circle the sanctuary, and anyone who feels called to hold us in prayer for these next few minutes. I invite you also to stand. And now just taking a nice deep breath, I invite you to just be present here and now in this very room and in all the rooms that others are watching from at this moment, and feeling the presence of the divine with us, in us, and as us. Taking another nice deep breath, dropping from mind to heart, and imagining breathing in and out through that heart space, knowing that we are divine beings having this human experience, and that all that we are is beautiful, human and divine. And today we're calling forth a deeper remembering of the truth of who we are, a celebration and an honoring of those human parts of us that have had this beautiful life journey, those parts of us that we have become masters at, all of those gifts that we are bringing to this world, a world that needs who we are, human and divine. And I also invite you to deepen into that awareness of spirit that you are, all of the spiritual gifts that are always with you, in you, and as you. The gifts of spiritual authority, of power, of love, of peace, of abundance, and so much more. All of those beautiful gifts to come back to over and over again, remembering, living, understanding at a deeper level, and embodying more and more of the truth that you are. And with great gratitude for answered prayer and knowing my word is complete, I say, so be it, so it is. Amen.
Good morning, Unity. Is anyone here? Good morning, Unity. Good morning. Oh, that's better. Happy Mothering Day. And happy Mother's Day, Mom. She's 96. Spoke to her yesterday. It was just really sweet. All right. Thank you, Jen. That was lovely. All right. We are, am I here? Here. Our vision. Let's say our vision together. A world spiritually awakened and transformed through realizing our divine potential. And our mission, we are a loving community dedicated to spiritual growth, inclusivity, and service. We honor and care for ourselves, each other, and the natural world. And our core values, connectivity, living in awareness of unity with all, inclusivity, cultivating a safe space to celebrate diversity and value the uniqueness of every person, and authenticity, being true to ourselves, our values, and spirit. And we are all part of the welcome team, so I know we always raise our hands, but we are all here to greet one another, and after service we have a wonderful table set outside with lots of yummy goodies, and they've been pretty healthy. there's still a lot of sweet stuff, but there's also really good yummies out there. And if you recognize someone that you don't recognize, introduce yourselves to them. It's a great way to meet new people. Staying connected, we have lots of different ways to do that. There's a sheet in your bulletin that you can tear out, fill out. There's a QR code and our text and plenty of social media. All right. We also have today's flower and hospitality sponsor. It's us, Unity in Marin, celebrating the feminine warrior in all of us. Wow. And if you want to sign up for hospitality or flower sponsorships, you can see Charcelle there with the flowers all around her. That's cool.
I really need people to start looking at the boards and how there are places to fill.
Yes. And I see a few empty spots there. So think of who you might want to honor and get your name up on that date. And the artist and collector of the week, if you have a collection of items, I know last week, was it Wendy that had the bears?
Yes, the angel bears.
The angel bears. That was very cool. So if you have any collection that you like to share with us, artwork, things. Years ago, people used to give me Gumby. Remember Gumby? I don't know why, but I'm glad they stopped. Carolyn, I'm going to have you come up for a sacred spotlight.
Yes. I also noticed that people online can take a video of your collection or your artwork. Maybe that's why you like to stay home and watch, because your art studio is so beautiful. You go in there and create after the service. So please take a video and send it to Charcelle. Each week we honor someone who has gone above and beyond to help us in different ways as a volunteer. And there's so many ways to volunteer. Ushering, I saw a few new ushers today, that was fun. And one of the ways is we have linens that we use every week out in the courtyard on the tables, and they need to be washed. We don't have a washing machine here. So different people have taken them home as a volunteer. And Anne Perret is one of them. I don't see her here today, but we are just really glad that she stepped up in that way. Sometimes you think, oh, volunteer, I can't do that. It's too much work, or that's not my thing. Well, stretch a little bit and ask Carla in the office if there's something that you can do to help. She would really appreciate it. And now I would like to bring Sharon and Lee up for their first song, and this is a really special one, Grandma's Hands.
Blessings, so good to be back in service with you one more time. So, real briefly, I wanted to say, I sent a picture of my mother's hands, warmly known as Grandma Rose, Mama Rose. Yeah, she loved hats, and those are her hands. And those are hands that worked as domestic in the Jim Crow South, Shreveport, Louisiana. Came here to California with her husband and raised 5 daughters, all professionals, made our clothes, did the Christmas decorations so well that she won awards for it. She sewed, she knitted, she crocheted with those hands. She got her degree and was in nursing with those hands. She had her own beauty shop by the end of her life and did hair because she felt that hair was a woman's crowning glory, and did hair with those hands. Those are my mama's hands. Those are grandma's hands. And I look at that picture from time to time to remind me of her. She made her transition in 2017 at the age of 99. We were fortunate to have Mama Rose, Grandma Rose in our lives. A great lady she was. Ain't nothing like Grandma's hands, no. Ain't nothing like Grandma's hands. Ain't nothing like Grandma's hands, no. Ain't nothing like Grandma's hands. Grandma's hands clapped in church on Sunday morning. Grandma's hands played a tambourine so well. Grandma's hands used to issue out a warning. She said, baby, don't you run so fast. Might fall on a piece of glass. Might be snakes there in that grass. Grandma's hands. Grandma's hands soothed the local struggling mother. Grandma's hands used to ache sometimes and swell. Grandma's hands used to lift our face and tell us, she'd say, baby, Grandma understands that you really love to plan, but put yourself in Jesus' hands. Grandma's hands. Ooh. Ain't nothing like Grandma's hands, no. Ooh, ain't nothing like Grandma's hands. Oh, baby, don't you run. Ain't nothing like Grandma's hands, no. Ain't nothing like Grandma's hands. Ooh, Grandma's hands clapped in church on Sunday morning. Grandma's hands played a tambourine so well. Grandma's hands used to issue out a warning. She said, baby, don't you run so fast. Might fall on a piece of glass. Might be snakes there in that grass. Grandma's hand. Oh, ain't nothing like Grandma's hands, no. Come on, won't you sing it? Ain't nothing like Grandma's hands. Oh, baby, don't you run. Ain't nothing like Grandma's hands, no. Do you remember Grandma? Ain't nothing like Grandma's hands. Do you remember? Ain't nothing like Grandma's hands, no. Never forget her, never forget her. Ain't nothing like Grandma's hands. Oh, baby, don't you run. Ain't nothing like Grandma's hands, no. Oh, ain't nothing like Grandma's hands. Ooh, Grandma's hands used to hand us a piece of candy. Grandma's hands pick me up each time I fell. Grandma's hands, oh, they really came in handy. She said, baby, don't you cry no more. What you wanna cry for? You don't have to make the score, but I don't have Grandma anymore. don't you run. Ain't nothing like grandma's hands. Oh, baby, don't you run. Ain't nothing like grandma's hands. Oh, ain't nothing like grandma's hands. Pick me up when I fall. Ain't nothing like grandma's hands. No, dried all of my tears. Ain't nothing like grandma's hands. Help me everywhere I go. Ain't nothing like grandma's hands. Ooh, I remember grandma. Ain't nothing like grandma's hands. Oh, grandma's hands. Yes, yes.
Sharon, oh, that was beautiful. Wow, that brought back a lot of memories, didn't it? Yeah, I know it did. Well, it's my pleasure now to introduce Reverend Elizabeth Hager, and she comes to us from the Unity of San Francisco, just across the bay. And she has many varied professions. She is now an interfaith hospice and bereavement counselor and chaplain. So one quote that she had that I wanted to read: one heart at a time, and in each moment, our consciousness and actions matter.
Yeah.
So thank you for that, and we're very happy to have you here today.
Thank you for that song. My grandmother's hands sort of came to me. She made pies. Oh, you know, it was just a natural thing for her. And I'm reverberating here. How's that? What's going on? There, okay. All right, well, it's an honor to be here today. Thank you. And thank you to Reverend D in absentia for thinking of me. It's lovely. I came here to speak about a larger issue than the notion of mothering that was created in 1908 by Woodrow Wilson, Mother's Day, to honor the sacrifice that mothers made for their children, which is indeed true. But the adventure I have for you today is something ancient and a little bit deeper. It's to expand the view of Mother's Day to mothering as a verb, because the world needs us to do that now. But first, I would like to take a moment and honor the mothers in the room. And if you're comfortable, I would like you to please stand. I thank you, the world thanks you, the world among us thanks you, and the one that whispers to us thanks you. So 70,000 years ago, something changed in us. We first began, human beings, to tell stories to each other with a new technology called language. Professor Yuval Noah Harari, in his amazing book, Sapiens, called it the collective human epiphany. Because what is changed? It gave us an evolutionary advantage. And why is a mystery and a miracle, some accidental DNA or a spark of creativity or God? And it all changed. Language gave us improved ways to think and learn and remember, and the ability to talk about abstract ideas. Human society developed with storytelling, from elder to child, as a way of preserving knowledge, both useful and sacred. I imagine it was around a campfire where we tended each other and Mother Earth. But the power of storytelling is not just to see what is, but it's to tell stories about what is. And the interesting thing is, with the advent of language, we believe the stories. whether they're true or not. This was new. This was new technology. And so it went for another 65,000 years. We tended the cycles of birth and death and caring throughout human prehistory. And for what we know about it is that these societies were very egalitarian. Women and men did what was needed. We told stories and left our mark on the walls of caves to try to describe the awe and gratitude that we felt for the providence of the natural world. Or maybe it was just graffiti of the time, I don't know. But I like to think that they used their time on Earth to try to make sense of this achingly beautiful world and God the Mother. I have a poem that I'd like to read. It's called Handprints on Our Hearts. It's by Stephen Charleston. He has a book, amazing book of meditations, Spirit Wheel. It speaks to me about doing what is ours to do today with the embodied perspective of time, which we don't have in this fast world. It's called Handprints of Our Hearts. Stephen Charleston is both a Native American Choctaw elder as well as an Episcopal priest. So he has a lot of integrated knowledge and wisdom in his writings. We are all called, each in our own way, to do the work of creation, knitting together the many strands of grace that hold the universe together. We each have a task to perform, even if we are not always aware of its true purpose or intent. Until we may not even know what good we have done, until the great cycles of love turn round and we discover what a blessing we have been. When the curtain parts and we suddenly feel the cool air of heaven billowing about us, and only for an instant, we know that we have made a difference. We are all called to do what no other can be or do, the handprint of our heart on the long walls of time. The handprint of our heart on the long walls of time. A little more than 5,000 years ago, we started writing stories down. But with the three scripts that sort of happened simultaneously, it was always about kind of a picture telling. The Egyptian hieroglyphics, the Mesopotamian cuneiform, and a very ancient script in Iran. In all these societies, the gods they worshipped were both male and female, but the Great Mother ruled them all as Providence herself. But around the 3rd or 4th century, something really changed. What is, changed again. We don't know why it changed, but around the 3rd or 4th century BCE, the sex of God changed from female to male. With that, our gods were very different. We forgot that we were connected to nature. We forgot that we were woven into the fabric of all life. We forgot the universal and perennial principles that we are all one with creation. Some call this the great forgetting, the myth that we are separate. In his wonderful book, The Alphabet versus the Goddess by Leonard Schlein, he said, the reason female goddesses started losing their jobs 400 years ago, before the advent of Christianity, was the abstract alphabet. This new alphabet allowed us to phonetically make up words. It was no longer a picture of a dog and the icon of a dog. We spelled out dog. Leonard Schlein was not just an amateur archaeologist, but he was a highly acclaimed surgeon from California Medical Center in San Francisco. He noticed the sex of God change in civilizations of the period, and that the power shifted to patriarchy and hierarchy. And he was curious. So he took brain scans of people telling stories and looking at pictures. And then he compared them to people reading a book. And he realized that when people read books with abstract alphabet, it stimulated the left side of their brain, which was the logical order and laws, hierarchy, and a linear way of looking at the world. He theorized that the scans, that as we moved from oral storytelling to early scripts, that the creative and the emotive side was no longer stimulated. And our collective brains changed. What is changed? And our gods did too. As similar alphabets spread to different cultures, we stopped looking at nature as something to be revered and tended. Women and earth became things to be owned and used because we could easily tally them on a clay tablet. The earth was no longer mother. The female gods were supplanted by male gods, and mortal women lost status too. We went from tending to taking. We lost our spiritual dominion. And trying to make sense of life and death within the great turning cycles of love on earth, we went from dominion to domination, where we took from the earth. We became the dominator culture that we witness in the news today. Rami Shapiro had an online article just last week. He said, our gods are killing us. We need new gods. Where are we going to get new gods? From within. Where we got the old gods. Women's stories, mothers' stories, grandmother's stories, her stories became his stories, history. We lost track of the whispers of grandmothers and the knowing that we are divinely made, which is both women's wisdom and whole human wisdom. But the wisdom of the human heart is mothering. The story of oneness is unbreakable. We may have forgotten for a time, but it arises within each of us eventually. This is perennial wisdom, the knowledge that we are not separate from God. Our human hearts are resilient because they are powered by the golden rule of love, and it cannot be exterminated. For the last 300 years or so, women and children have regained some progress. 105 years ago, women got the vote in the United States after almost 100 years of campaigning for the constitutional amendment. Swain says that the advent of television in the 60s changed our brains again. He thought that moving pictures of television was responsible for much of the society-wide progress in civil rights and women's rights. Interesting. Because it changed our brains again. Question, are you wondering what social media is doing to our brains right now? Or AI? If you listen to mainstream news, you might despair. Because our world today looks irredeemably broken. But news is only news because it is unusual. News is only news because it is unusual. The media amplifies dysfunction. It reports on only the 0.01% of the people who are seriously distorted, misbehaving, or just knuckleheads, as my husband would call them. It helps for me to forgive the world by remembering that the worst of humanity's violence against our sisters and the vulnerable is only news because it is not normal. Normal is about honoring women and the earth and each other. Early in my life, this forward movement would have been a bona fide spiritual bypass because I was raised as a Unitarian Universalist, very intellectual, by a businesswoman diva who explained early on in my life that life was not fair for smart women like me and us, and she explained that I needed to get over it and get on with my life. I was 8. But until I truly forgave the world as it is and remembered that Source was the great mother, I lived with an embedded fear that I could never create enough safety or peace or satiety in my entrepreneurial ventures to be okay. But nature held me. Even then, in my first profession as a landscape architect, I felt with the transcendentalists the tug of Emerson and Thoreau, nature's tug of hope for a wider and circular perspective. Is this not what a good mother does? She instills in us all a birthright blessing of connection and a belief in us that we are part of a divine lineage to be drawn on in the inevitable human trenches of love, which we all move through, which I see every day as a hospice and grief chaplain. This ancestral grief of mine healed slowly as I heard through the nature and through the whispers of my grandmothers and my great-grandmothers speaking to me of perennial wisdom, which I would come to recognize as the 5 unity principles. The gift of the Christ mind is to forgive with a full heart and to go on with the business of being love in the world as it is. Einstein said it best about this inner balance of mind and heart, though I don't really think about Einstein as the example of a good mother, but he was a very smart man. Here it is, one of my favorite quotes. The intuitive mind is a sacred gift. The logical mind is a faithful servant. We have created a society that honors the servant but has forgotten the gift. So how do we do mothering in the world as it is? It's not easy to be a mother. Can I get an amen? Thank you. Our female role models are vigilantly crafted to be controlled and to subdue. It is not encouraged, to say the least, that mothers and women find their voice, nor take action in the world as the force of love that they are. We need to encourage ourselves to step back into spiritual dominion, into a higher perspective of this perennial wisdom of the mystics of all faith traditions, of Native American spirituality, of the Unity 5 principles, and of our long lineage of silenced grandmothers still whispering in our ears. I believe we are all waking up to the need for true mothering, the holistic kind, where we value the creative and the intellectual, the emotional and the logical, the wildness and the cultured. And it's not about male and female. It's about being fully human and fully divine. With AI, the world is changing again. What is changing again. We have all the human knowledge at our fingertips with AI, and it is freely available to our curiosity and inventiveness. How will we manage without whole people to adapt and change what is for the better? I have 5 ideas to leave you with. 1, remember the great forgetting and your unity. So we're already on the path. The myth that we are separate from earth and source. To embody the oneness in our spiritual practice, that we are connected. We do this life together. This one wild and precious life. We are family. 2, we are drowning in a sea of irrelevant distractions. Focus your divine identity. Take a breath here. Aldous Huxley, in his classic The Brave New World, warned us in 1932 that people of the future will be controlled by a trivial culture. Quote, unquote, people will come to love their oppression, to adore the technologies that undo their very capacity to think. The solution, like Rami Shapiro said, the solution has been ours for 70,000 years. To claim spiritual dominion with the importance of an inner life which searches for hidden wholeness. 3, to revel in the silence of spiritual practice. You had a beautiful meditation here. this morning. It was silent. As a spiritual director, Second Unity cohort, I can attest that many folks are uncomfortable with silence, or even a holy pause. But the still small voice is still talking to us, to you, and it is not the loudest voice in the room or in the media. We need to listen for Spirit's guidance, to co-create, to recreate what is. 4, recharge in Mother Earth. Nature is a reset for human beings because we are wired for it. Forest bathing, it's a thing. Forest therapy is effective in releasing the stressors of modern life by instantly modeling a different perspective. 5, seek and support reciprocity. Find and support communities of reciprocity and wholeness. We are all part of the great cycles of love turning round, to quote Stephen Charleston again. If your relationship with yourself and others is not reciprocal, it's not love, it's something else. Lean back, find kinship, the kind that loves you back. In summary, mothering is to tell a better story. In the world of wholeness, not just self-sacrifice and denial, but of mutual self-care, which savors reciprocity. This is the great mother's eternal lesson. It is unbreakable because stress arises again and again from the human heart. Nature is the medicine that heals worlds. It is spiritual technology for our age. Let's tell her stories for a more caring and loving world that is connected not by force and domination, but by renewal and reciprocity. This Mother's Day is about honoring all mothering and the mothers in ourselves. It's about choosing in this moment and the next to be a tending culture, which appreciates mothering as a verb. Thank you. Now a meditation. Does everyone have their spiritual technology? If you don't, just raise your hands and someone will come around and give you some choices. One black rock and one something joyous in your other hand. This is a meditation. Oh, can we have some... Yes, thank you. We are in a cathedral of nature. I call this ritual the earthly dance of relatedness. I'm reverbing. Hello, hello. To the mothers among us, we give thanks to you. To all the mothers who are female and all the mothers who are not female. We are the inheritors of the best our mothers knew. I dedicate this meditation to honoring the embodied love lineage of mothers, grandmothers, great-grandmothers, and on up the golden chain of love to the first mother, Eve, in Africa. We claim the wisdom of the whispers of our grandmothers now. Take your choice of marble or shell in your hand and hold it gently. Know it as a token of clarity. Love is the only force in the universe and mother to us all. To the mothers who gave us their DNA and the ones who are DNA of the heart, we thank you. It was a tough job. You did it the best you could, which is all that matters. We have it from here because we are the gardeners of our lives. We are all part of and thrive because of the mothering that we have had and continue to enjoy and affirm in this earthly dance of relatedness. We honor you all. Now take the black polished stone in your other hand. It may be small, but it is capable of holding any and all resentments because it is from the fires of ancient earth. It is our intention to release what anger, regret, and disappointment that is available to you to let go. Personally, I didn't have a perfect mother for me. I had a human mother. I suspect you did too. As this black stone is a stand for the good earth, it can take any negativity and reweave it into the fabric of life, better than you holding on to it. As we choose to release that which is no longer useful or supportive, we clear the path for joy and blessing. Release what is there for you. Please do so gently, no matter how large or small. Perhaps it's your own regret in the way of your one wild and precious life. Don't overthink it. Whatever came up for you, allow this stone to hold it for you. We are the inheritors of the best our mothers knew. In both hands, we reclaim the wisdom and lineage of the whispers of grandmothers. Now, as we sit in a moment of silence. Please keep your token of clarity and blessing to remind you of the embedded gifts of mothering love that amplifies in you and from you into the world. But please release the black rock. It asks to be reunited with earth in the garden outside, in your own garden, in nature. Don't hold on to it. Blessings to you all. Thank you.
Dried our tears, bandaged up the oobies. And so we know them as healers. And mothering is about healing, yes, yes. So this is a beautiful song by Gina Breedlove that I want to bring about healing, about all of us being the healers in our own lives and the lives of the world, the earth and the universe. This is a song about coming together. This is a song about how This is a song about now. Somebody told us to love one another. Quiet the mind and be still. Now is the time to believe who you are. Marry your soul with your will. And I say, we are the ones who will heal. Now is the time to believe who you are. Remember, only love is real. This is a song about healing the healers, opening hearts with a sound, changing the world with all of our hands, together standing our ground. And I say, we are the ones who will heal. Now is the time to believe who you are. Remember, only love is real. This is a song about coming together. This is a song about how word I am a word and I know how to serve. This is a song about now. Somebody told us to love one another. Quiet the mind and be still. Now is the time to believe who you are. Marry your soul with your will. And we say, we are the ones who will heal. Now is the time to believe who you are. Remember, only love is real. And we say, we are the ones who will heal. Now is the time to believe who you are. Remember, only love is real. Remember, only love is real. Remember, only love is real. We say, so it is.
Thank you, Sharon, Lee, and Jeremy. Thank you, Reverend Elizabeth. Wonderful. Can't wait to get home and toss my black rock. I have the perfect spot for it. I hadn't heard the term knucklehead in a long time. My father called me a knucklehead. All right, so we have the Reimagining Circle after service. About 15 minutes after service, there's an area outside, nice little area. Jen, you're leading that circle. And it's an opportunity for you to sit down and just reimagine what our community is, what it's going to be. And looking at history and whatnot and where we came from. When I first started at Unity, we were a church in a box. And, every Sunday they'd come and hang things over pictures and rearrange everything. And so when we got here, it was like, you don't have to do that anymore. And but who knows what comes next? And we certainly welcome your ideas, your vision. Nothing is off limits, I guess. Just let's hear it. Thank you, Jen, for leading that. We have Karen Drucker coming up next Sunday. My religion is kindness. And Deborah will be our musical guest. And then will be a town hall meeting at noon. Unity in action. Who thought of that unity in action? I thought that was pretty good. We did. It was a community thing. So we'll have this on the 17th, June 14th, and July 5th. So be part of that. Then we need housing for our new HMS teacher. All right, she'll be coming in pretty soon. I think next month is the plan. And so we're still looking for housing, both temporary when they first get here, and then permanent housing. Close to transportation would be good, either smart train or bus, bless you. And there's a QR code right there and in your bulletin as well. And now we'll be going into our giving and receiving. And there's different ways that you can do that. The Church Center app on your phone, there's a QR code if you're live streaming. In your bulletin, there's also a QR code. The envelope, if you're writing a check, start now. So when the basket comes around, you're all set to put it in there. And let's say in the spiritual connection card, just rip that out. You might have a prayer request, and you can put that in the basket as well, and that will go to our prayer chaplains. Let's say our offering affirmation together. I am the power of abundance, giving and receiving gratefully. And I'm going to invite Sharon back up. And those of you with faith in action, you can always put your faith in action in the basket.
Oh, Mother God, flowing through our hearts, we give thanks for the bread of our lives, for the hands in the earth, and the fruit of your womb. O Mother God, blessed be. O Mother God, blessed be. O Mother God, flowing through our hearts, we give thanks for the bread of our lives, for the hands in the earth, for the fruit of your womb. O Mother God, blessed be. O Mother God, blessed be. O Mother God, thank you for this day, for the love
to wash over me, and this joy in my heart I will share with the world. Oh, Mother God, blessed be. Oh, Mother God, blessed be. Come on now. Flowing through our hearts, we give thanks for the bread of our lives, for the hands in the earth and the fruit of your womb. Oh, Mother God, blessed be. 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 Oh, Mother God, blessed be.
And that was a Karen Drucker song. I wonder if she's going to sing one of your songs next week. All right, we have Spiritual Movie Night coming up on Friday, the 15th. We gather at 5:45. Where's it going to be? It's in Mill Valley at my dojo. My dojo, Mojo Dojo Karate. Yeah. Anyway, it's a wonderful group. We usually have about 14 to 20 people. After the movie, we sit in a circle, we discuss the movie. It's just really nice opportunity to get to know one another. You hear things that you don't hear at the table outside. You know, and you get to really share in a deep way. So there's a QR code to sign up, and you'll be included in the evites going forward. All right, Memorial Day Ritual with Dr. Cindy Acker. That'll be Sunday the 24th. What's that? No. Dr. Cindy Acker and the prayer chaplains and the Unity in Marin Choir. It's all right there. Yeah, choir. And then on the same day, Community Social Justice Choir will be singing. That's open to everybody. And they'll be right in here at noon. And then the 31st, we're already talking the end of May, talking how time flies. Esther Nicholson will be here again. The Divine Invitation, get dressed for the party. That sounds like fun. And there'll be a workshop after the service, and books will be available in the bookstore. Ooh, and then June 7th, that's a Prayer Chaplain Sunday. Ooh, so the prayer chaplains will be delivering the message. Wow. And Deborah Winters will be the musical guest. You can take a picture of the upcoming events. There's a bunch of them. There's also a QR code in your bulletin to see the whole list. And speaking of prayer chaplains, if the prayer chaplains can please rise. Yes. All right. Immediately following service, just tap one of them on the shoulder, and they'll sit with you and just hopefully bring nice calm and peace to your day, your mothering day. And thank you to my prayer chaplain. You know who you are. And one of these days, I'm going to pick up the phone when you call me. But right now I get to replay the message, so I like that. All right, kids. Do we have some kids coming in? I do. Woo, hello. So if we can all stand. Yay, kids. We want a big basket. Wow. Why don't we bless our kids in front of us and within us? You are the perfect expression of divine light. We love you exactly the way you are. Thank you. And let's say our prayer for protection. The light of God surrounds us. I am the light of God. The love of God enfolds us. I am the love of God. The power of God protects us. I am the power of God. And the presence of God watches over us. I am the presence of God. Wherever we are, God is. So it is. Then we have our closing song.
Okay, happy Mother's Day, everybody. For all who celebrate, we've prepared a little basket for a Mother's Day blessing, a little chocolate, and a lavender sachet. Just a token of our appreciation for everything you do every day. So enjoy. Happy Mother's Day.
Thank you.
Gratitude above me, gratitude below me, gratitude to the left of me, gratitude to the right of me, gratitude above me, gratitude below me, gratitude within me, gratitude all around me. I'm so grateful, 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 I'm so grateful. Gratitude before me, gratitude behind me, gratitude to the left of me, gratitude to the right of me, gratitude above me, gratitude below me, gratitude within me, gratitude all around me. Look at each other and say how grateful you are. I'm so grateful, 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 I'm so grateful. Happy Sunday, everyone. Please join us out in the courtyard.